Hey guys, Harry Thomas here and welcome ladies and gentlemen to what is not my full review of Stranger Things Season 4 as a whole, but just my initial thoughts on Volume 1 of Season 4 because the season is still unfinished. Several of you guys have been begging me to make a Stranger Things video on my channel. Well, my Stranger Things content begins today. And I will review the first 3 seasons as well as Season 4 in its entirety once I've seen Volume 2. But I still think it was a unnecessary decision to split this season into 2 parts. I mean, when Doctor Who did that in the Stephen Moffat era with Series 6 and 7, that was a odd structure. And it makes us wait too long to see what's going to happen in part 2. So it's better to just have the series all in one go. But anyway, as I found the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things enjoyable, while I don't rate it as a go-to Netflix show as everybody says, I was still going to watch Season 4 no matter what. I mean, might as well to just for completion. And be prepared to disagree with my thoughts, Stranger Things fans, but if you adore Season 4, if Season 4 broke new ground for you, if it's your favourite season of the first 4, then I'm happy for you. All the power to you. But I'm afraid I can't call myself in that camp. Exactly. Sadly for me, Volume 1 of Season 4 of Stranger Things underwhelmed me. And thus far, this is the weakest of the first 4 seasons of the show. I am holding out hope that the Dupper Brothers and Shaun Levy have something unlike anything we've ever seen planned for Volume 2. I honestly think they took some missteps with Volume 1. I mean, but not to say there aren't any great moments in Volume 1, because there sure are. I mean, there are things about it that are worth watching. As you all know, my Stranger Things crush and my personal favourite character of the show is Sadie Sink's Max, and thankfully there is lots and lots of Max here, and episode 4, which is mostly centred on her, is the best of Volume 1, and that's episode contains one of Max's defining moments when she's running to that classic 80s song when she's escaping the villain, and I'm like, thank fuck the villain didn't kill off Max, thank God Max is still in the show, so I still have a reason to watch it. And we kind of knew Hooper was alive, even though he was presumed deceased in where we last saw him, and the storyline where they were journeying to Russia to break him out of that's a Russian prison camp. I mean, that storyline was one of the most riveting in this season for me, as it had action and adventure. And I'm glad Hooper is sticking around in this show for a little longer, because we all love him. And does this season mean well? Of course it does. I mean, but regardless of its intentions, I just didn't agree with the directions that it took. It doesn't take a scientist to see that this is the darkest, bloodiest and goriest season of the show yet. And I know that they've got to raise the stakes as the story goes along and the characters mature, as the kids are going from kids to young adults by this season. But you you really miss the fun that the first 3 seasons has, and I, for one, hate murder mysteries. So I did not enjoy the fact that this season is practically a murder mystery solving the killings of this new humanoid villain, and I mean it just took away the enjoyment for me. And they went far too over the top with the blood this time round. I mean, you know, Millie Bobby Brown's character, who is giving such a powerhouse performance. Nothing wrong with her acting. But when she's you know, got her powers back and she's bleeding. In the previous seasons, she only got nosebleeds. This time she's bleeding out of her eyes, and like a tiger scratched her eyes or something. And to see the blood gushing from her eyes, I mean, it made me sick. And the new characters are not bad, like Claire and Ezzy, but Claire was completely and utterly wasted, appearing in just 1 episode. Are you fucking serious? I really wanted Claire to become, you know, one of the gang, you know, solving the mystery. You know, I wanted so much more from her. And as much as I love Max, the most frustrating scene in this season was that Max spotted Claire going into Eddie's caravan, as Eddie lives next door to her, and she didn't even attempt to get Claire out of there or save Claire's life. She could have easily have prevented what happened to Claire, but she did nothing. And who agrees that this season has the most excruciating pacing of the 4 seasons? I mean, the episodes are way too long. The finale being a ridiculous hour and 40 minutes long. I mean, each of these 7 episodes are longer than the length of some movies. That's longer than the length of the original Dumbo. And I could be wrong, but I have heard rumours that the finale to this season as a whole, the conclusion of Volume 2, will be 2.5 hours long. Now that is just pushing it. While Nancy and Robin make for truly awesome besties, I love that they were attempting to solve the case together, but Nancy and Mike still barely have any brother and sister scenes together. This criticism is also apparent in the previous 3 seasons, but it sucks that that Mike and Nancy still spend the vast majority of this season apart. And in fact, Mike seemed entirely absent from the mid-season finale. What? And most of the time I was digging the first humanoid antagonist of this show. Up until the twist reveal when we find out who he really is. And you've all seen the show by now, you know his true identity. The actor who portrays the young man who befriends Elle, or seemingly befriends Elle, in her papa's place, is actually the young actor who also played young Grindelwald in the flashbacks in the Wizarding World franchise. So I'm appreciative of the casting, but the twist reveal that's of who he truly is, words can't express how disappointing it was. And I mean, yeah, fingers crossed Volume 2 can rectify this, but for now, I'm saying it loud and I'm saying it proud. Volume 1 of Season 4 of Stranger Things is the biggest disappointment that I've seen from the show thus far. So yeah, I'm still optimistic that Volume 2 will spice things up. Well, I love you guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on Season 4, Volume 1, and what are your thoughts on Volume 1 of Season 4? Are you with me? And found it to be such a huge letdown, or are you loving the hell out of it? Please comments and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'll see you all next time when I review the epic conclusion to the Jurassic saga this weekend, and I will be collabing with some pals, Jurassic World Dominion. So remember, movies are us. Bye guys.